Today I'm gonna tell you a story about a very special man named Black Feather. Black Feather was a professional pickpocket on the streets of New York, and Black Feather learned the art of the pickpocket in the streets of New York. Black Feather was many years a self-made millionaire through pickpocketing. And when Black Feather moved in the streets of New York, he could go from this really normal looking man to this undercover pickpocket man that could go around the town and take your wallet out of your back pocket, then open it, take some bills out of it and put it back, without you even noticing. Black Feather had the style. Black Feather had everything going for him. And he never got caught. But then happened something. Black Feather started noticing that people around him started suspecting that there's something wrong with the guy. And then Black Feather realized that I have to do something really unexpected. And do you know what Black Feather did? Black Feather joined the US military. And when Black Feather was drafted into the military, he was sent into my unit. And Black Feather was our best man, and he was so dedicated in the boot camps. He wanted to perfect every move to the freaking teeth. And then after the boot camps, we were flown to the jungles of Vietnam. And in the jungles of Vietnam, Black Feather's real talent came out. He was completely different kind of soldier from everybody else. Black Feather always in the jungles of Vietnam separated from the group. There happened this one time that we were going in the jungles of Vietnam and we were making too much noise. And Black Feather said, "I'm gonna separate from the group right now." And he went to the back of the enemy. There was about 25 Viet Cong soldiers, and Black Feather went into the jungle and disappeared. And in about 5 minutes, Black Feather went to the back of the enemy and took out the enemy. Guys, there was this gun such, and he took out 25 Viet Cong soldiers on his own. And then he just walked through the jungle like a boss to us and said that yeah, that was pretty easy, you know. And that's why Black Feather was our best soldier. You know, Black Feather brought style to warfare like nobody else. And when Black Feather did these things in the jungles of Vietnam, you know, he could rotate like this he could go, like this he could go. He could scan the area, you know, in so many ways. You know, Black Feather had so many style ways of moving. And in the jungles of Vietnam, Black Feather never wore a helmet. No. Black Feather always wore a Fedora hat, like in the streets of New York when he was a professional pickpocket. And we said to Black Feather that, man, you're gonna get freaking blow your brains out if you wear that kind of hat in the war. And Black Feather always said that the helmet won't help you shit, you know. Black Feather had freaking style. And when Black Feather was sent back to the United States after the war, he didn't really fit into society. And what did Black Feather do? Did he become a professional pickpocket again? No. He got into the hat business. And he started selling people's these Fedora hats, like this one. And he always told this story. And he had these overpriced Fedora hats with him. And he would go to a businessman and he would start a conversation with the businessman and say it like this: "Hey man, you know, I went to the Vietnam War and I wore this hat the whole time I was in the Vietnams, you know, and I took out about 200 maybe Viet Cong soldiers over there. And I never wore a helmet. I always wore this Fedora hat, you know. And I have this for sale, you know. And if this hat made me a killing in the Vietnam War, why wouldn't it make a killing for you in the business world?" And you know, he would sell those hats like hotcakes to the freaking businessman and all the gentlemen and all that kind of stuff. And that's why after the war, Black Feather always was making a huge amount of money selling freaking special kind of hats to special kind of men, you know, New York's, Boston, Manhattan, you know, all of these places. People loved Black Feather.